Okay, so what I want to look at in this lesson is, and it's just continuing on from the last one. So if we take something like this, and it's called the difference of two squares. So you have a minus b to be squared. Now what we've learned is that a minus b is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So this is what this equals to. Now, what we want to try and figure out is like where does this come from, and how do we get this? How do we derive this? So again, remember we're dealing with square here, so we're dealing with a square. So if we take this shape here, it's similar to the last one, and what we can do is we can start to look at what this is. So in this shape, it's a little bit different. So the shape, the length, so A is the length from one end right to the other. So imagine this is of length A. So this is the whole thing from this point, so from the end here to this end here. And likewise as well, from this point up here right down to the end is equal to A. Okay, so from, if you like, end one end to the other. Okay, so this whole circle then, a squared is the whole thing. It's this whole shape here. So this will be a squared. So it's the whole shape. Now, if we think about this then, so this is a, and then let's rotate this 90. So this is a. So what we're trying to find out then is, so what is b? So if the full length from one, so one, the whole face or whole length of one side of the square is a, what's b? So b then would be here. So this here, so from here to here, that's equal to b. Okay, so then where is a minus b? So a minus b then is going to be this length from here to here, here to here. So this is the length a minus b. Okay, so that's a minus b. So that's from this point here to here. So then from here to here is also a minus b, and then from here to here is also the length b. So imagine then from here to here is b, from here to here is also b. So the whole length is a, and then so this is where it comes from. So now what we're basically trying to say is that, so where is a minus b to be squared? So a minus b to be squared, which is this, a minus b to be squared is in here, is this part here. It's that square. So that's a minus b to be squared. So what we're trying to figure out then is, what's a minus b in terms of the whole square? So a minus b to be squared is only part of this bigger square. So what we're trying to figure out is, like, what is this in relation to this? So what it's basically saying is that you take a squared. So remember, a squared is the whole thing, which is this. And then you subtract 2 times ab. So if we think about 2 times, so what is ab? So a way to kind of think about, so ab is going to be this part. So this is what's known as AB. And we have 2 of them. We've one down this side. So remember, this whole length from the top here to the bottom is what's known as A. And then B is just the width. Okay, so that's one of the ABs. And then we have this second one, which is this one. So we have 2 ABs. So you're taking the whole thing and you're cutting off, you're essentially cutting off these bits here. Okay, now, so that's where the 2ab comes from. So it's minus 2ab. It's minus because you have to cut these off. You have to cut these edges off to get this a squared on its own. So that's where the minus 2ab comes from. Now, the problem with this is that we've taken, so see this portion in here. This portion in here. What's this portion in here? This is what's known as b squared. Now, we've taken this off twice. So we've taken it off when we swiped off this side, and then also when we swiped off this side as well. So if we didn't take this into account, what would end up happening is we would have a squared, but we'd have the mirror of this taken out of it, okay, which isn't representative. So because we've taken it off twice, what we have to do is we have to add it on, plus b squared. So what we do is we add it on. So essentially, what this formula tells us is that we have this shape, which is, we have this shape in here, which is a minus b to b squared. It's contained within a larger circle, or a larger square, should I say, which is called a squared. And in order to get this out of this larger square, we have to take away these bits, and then we have to add on this extra bit because we've taken it off twice. So that's, if you like, the difference of 2 squares, but this is what's going on. From a visual point of view, this is what it means. This is where it comes from. So hopefully that makes sense, and it kind of gives you a little bit more intuition, or a bit more of a deeper understanding of you know, what this means. And again, this is the difference of 2 squares, and this is what it is. So it's the difference of this bigger square in relation to this smaller square. So you have a bigger square inside of a smaller square. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense.